Hey guys, this is Damien with Sauce Boss Gaming, and today we're going to talk about Shyft from Destruction AllStars. This video is going to go over all the tips you need to be more competitive when playing online. And if you haven't seen our old videos or you're interested in new videos, please make sure you like and subscribe so that way you're informed whenever we drop a new one. Now, going into Shyft's abilities, I'm going to say he is pretty much the ninja of the game. You are able to turn invisible with both his on-foot and vehicle breakers, and after you turn invisible, you disappear from the mini-map. So this is really good for stealth gameplay and doing some pretty tricky maneuvers when getting points. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Here we go. Now, as far as using Shyft's on-foot breaker, you turn invisible and you disappear from the mini-map. So one thing I like to do, especially if I can't find a vehicle right away, is use my breaker and try to get as many wreck overs as possible before the breaker runs out of time. Now, there's a few things that go in your favor when you do this. One, you're invisible, and something I've noticed is most people online do not notice you until you're pretty much halfway through the button prompt. So this is a nice little added feature. I tend to pay attention to my car kind of moving funny because that's when you know you go into that button struggle mode, if you will. So that kind of gives me a notification, but as far as using this strategy against other people, they don't really notice that you're on top of their car until the end. So if you can get like a ×2 multiplier or something like that and do some efficient wreck overs, you can get about 2 to 3 before your breaker runs out and get a lot of points before you get into a vehicle and just continue to rack your points up. Now, when we move over to Shyft's hero vehicle, Cypher, it has the exact same ability as Shyft does. So you could turn invisible and you don't show up on the mini-map. So just think of like the UAV ability if you play Call of Duty or anything else like that. You disappear off the mini-map and people have a harder time of seeing you. Few things to get into before we start talking about strategy. Shyft's hero vehicle Cypher has a 200 health pool, so one would say it's pretty good, but it's actually a lighter car, so when you get hit you don't have that much armor, so you want to be mindful of that. Now the trade-off is you're able to go invisible, so going into the strategy you're able to set up a lot more favorable clashes when you try to go and wreck somebody or hit them. So to put all that together, if you're using this hero vehicle, you're going to be able to move fast. You have a decent amount of health, but you want to make sure that you're utilizing the ability to go invisible and try to set up hits on the side of vehicles and things like that, because most people aren't going to be paying attention to the little giveaways while you're invisible. And speaking of the giveaways that happen, one thing that you could use if you're going up against someone who's using this ability is just looking at the ground. You could still see the little skid marks and things like that when people start to drift. You also see a little wavy outline if they're invisible and moving around. So those are little giveaways that you could use if someone's using this character and trying to sneak around. Overall, I'm going to be honest, even though you can turn invisible, this is more equipped, in my opinion, for team play. And I haven't had a chance to really use this car or character in every single mode, but from what I've noticed, it's just real good in the aspect of being able to mess up other people's gameplay. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're using Shyft's breaker ability, you can go and do the wreck overs, stuff like that. As far as Cypher, the hero vehicle, it's just good for surprising people, and that's it. I mean, if you're an advanced player, you can go in and make some stuff happen. I have won some matches with this, but I'm going to be honest, it's not my favorite hero. I do think this is good for those people who just want to randomly get out there and get some strong hits against people who are low on health. So if you're going to go out and be a vulture for people who don't have a lot of health, then this is great for you. Me personally, I could play either way, but just in general, for this video, trying to help people, trying to help you figure out what's going to be out there, I don't think this is like a top tier card. Now, I might be wrong, but just from my experience, that's what I've gotten. Other than that, this is a fun character to play as. You won't really see any benefit using this character in arcade, but that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about competitive. So yeah, overall, I'm going to say Shyft is great when you're doing team play, and he is a great character to use if you just want to mess around online. Other than that, just make sure you're getting your ×2 multipliers and being smart with your approach when you attack people, and you should win every single game. Other than that, guys, this has been the video. Hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
And there's Cypher. That breaker's done for him.